A question I get asked on at least a weekly basis is, how many runs should I have in my design of experiment? And that's a really good question. And the really good answer, or the not so good answer, is it depends. It depends on how many factors you have. It depends on what kind of factors you have. Do you need blocking? Are there other weird things that we need to include into your design? And it's not possible for me to create one video where I can just show you all the different possibilities that we could bring into a design. So I got an idea. And this idea is to create a feedback loop where I will show you a design. You will think on whether that fits your needs. Does it fit what you're trying to accomplish in the lab or what you're trying to do with your production setup? If yes, well then everything is fine. You can create a design of experiment and happy days. If not, you will tell me, you will give me feedback, and I will create a new design here on YouTube. So where is this feedback loop going to exist? Well, you can contact me on LinkedIn. You can comment here on YouTube. I've also created a blog which will serve as a library of the designs that I've already created. So if you comment and I've already created the design you need, I will just refer you to it. And if such a design does not exist yet, I will put it into my release schedule and make that video. I am now going to start this feedback loop by making the very first design. This design is going to be 7 continuous factors, and I'm hoping to understand a single response. You need to have a version of jump in order to follow along. If you don't have a version of standard jump, you can get a 30-day free trial by going to jump.com/statslikejazz and get one there. Let's get to it. I'm gonna go to DOE, definitive screening design. I'm gonna type in that I have one response. So I'm gonna call that yield. And I have 7 continuous factors. I'm gonna hit continue. Number of extra runs, gonna set that to 0. I do not need any blocking. Make design, make table. And I have hereby created the first design in this series. I am ready to go into the lab, and I can see that for the first experiment, I'm going to set X1 as the high setting, X2 as the high setting, 3 low, 4 high, 5 low, 6 low, and X7 medium. When that is done, I would then type in whatever the yield was and move on to the next design, where, let's just take one more, X1 will be medium, X2 will be low, 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 and type in there. Here you can see the output of what it would look like if I had done such a design. I have now identified that X1 needs to be set as low as possible, driving yield up. You see a high X1 has a dramatically low yield, and a low X1 has a really good yield. X3 can be either low or high. It's not a really important factor, and X4 needs to be set as high as possible. That brought immense value to my setup, and I was really happy I performed a design of experiment. Now it's your turn to tell me why this design does not fit in your world. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Give it a like if you like the idea. Subscribe if you want more content on stats and jump. But thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.